Hello, my beautiful audience, and welcome to Ville. If you like this content, please leave a like and subscribe, or maybe even a comment to let me know. Enjoy the video. All right, we're getting back into it. I had to unload and reload the game for just a little bit, and I loaded back in, and my vehicle did something strange. Maybe I'll catch it next time. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back in here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can start working on that house real quick. Don't know how long this episode will be. Don't know how long I really have right now. So I'm going to kind of try to hurry, but still take my time for at least the video's sake. I also wanted to say, like, really quickly that I have really been blown away by the viewership I've been reaching with Contract Will. I'm guessing this game is going to be really, really popular going forward. Just from the number of people that have been watching the video that the first episode that I put out, the second video is currently scheduled, so I haven't seen exactly what it's going to do yet, but if it follows the same kind of theme, I think we're going to see a lot more viewers kind of piling in. I have to say that I'm really, really appreciative, especially as a small YouTuber, uh, seeing that many kind of views filtering down through. Let's go ahead and grab this. We'll go ahead and do the walls first, because I'm actually going to not use all this paint to do this. Let's go ahead. We're going to grab our paintbrush. And of course, if you remember, I grabbed the upgrade for paintbrush, so it is a lot wider now. But I will say, I'll try to explain what I was doing in the previous episode, why that was working. Um, I think the way that it's programmed is, and I'm just taking a guess at this, I've not looked under the hood. I do understand programming a little bit, but I'm not a programmer by trade. I'm an Intuit administrator by trade, so I do understand like scripting, that sort of things. That is something I can do. What I think it's doing is it's basing the percentage on the amount of wall that's been covered. So the reason that this works is, if you notice, when I make a swath, I'm trying my best not to cover the same portion of wall that I did in the previous swath. That's why I'm leaving the gaps like this, because especially when I have like this wide brush, I can cover more of the uncovered wall that way, and I'm getting much more percentage out of completion from just getting more of the wall covered in each stroke. So that's kind of why this is actually working. So I want to make sure that my swaths don't touch each other, and just like that, it covers a significantly larger portion of the wall without wasting paint. We'll go ahead and get this painted. The next part I'm going to do is the floor, and of course, as you see, because the decorations are interrupting my targeting, so of course, when I hover over a decoration while trying to paint, because I do have to hold down the mouse button to do it. It does interrupt a little bit. Not a big deal. We can just kind of go right through, right past it, and not worry about it. Oh, this one I may have to... more paint, more paint. Need more paint. And of course, if you remember, the upgrade not only made the paintbrush wider, it actually means that I'm able to use less paint to actually cover that surface as well. Now, I don't know, I haven't tested at all if you're actually using less paint to cover the wall. So yeah, this one is a little bit different because I'm having to go back and hit some of the spots, make sure that the uncovered portion is covered. But I don't know if I'm actually using less paint physically, or if it's just to accommodate for the wider paintbrush, so that I use the same amount of paint for the wall, for example, but the wider paintbrush doesn't use more paint because it's just wider. Of course, if you were trying to like paint this properly, ugh, it would take forever. It would make these videos like hours long. I'm not even kidding. All right, so that's done. We're gonna go ahead and take this outside, and I'm actually just gonna put this like on the ground over here. And actually, same with this. I'm not quite sure what this platform is actually supposed to be for. I just kind of put things there to kind of store them as I need them. But I noticed that after the mission is complete, that disappears. Nothing on it disappears, at least as far as I know. Um, but the platform itself does disappear, so everything kind of just falls on the ground anyway. Here we go. And of course, we're seeing the placement marker here. And now I do wonder why that is purple. I'm wondering if maybe it did pick up the wrong tile. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think it did. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's doing that. Because I really did. Like you saw that I picked up. Um, why is it doing that? Because you saw that what I picked up from the store was, like the proper wood flooring. Like I don't know why it's doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and just go with it. I think it's a broken texture is the problem here. And this is an early access game. I don't expect it to be completely 100% ready to go like out the front door. I was praising it for being as polished as it is, and I definitely think that's a broken texture of some kind. Because you see like there's an oval like in the middle, and it kind of like has these splotches going out to the side. You can see it real clearly right here with the like the circles. I think this is the texture for the top of the paint can, but it's being applied to this. Maybe because I bought them at the same time. I don't know. This is a weird one. Developers, if you're watching, they got a little bug report for you. Not quite sure what happened here, but we're gonna go ahead and do it just so I can get the mission done. I'm not too awful worried about what it looks like right now, especially since it's not a house that I'm building for myself. And this is just straight up a house that we just need the mission to get done, and I won't have to come back into the house anyway. So it doesn't matter what it looks like. I just want to get it done, get the money, we'll move on. And I think after I finish the first couple of tutorial activities, like the missions, I'm going to go ahead and do some map exploration so that we could see kind of like what's going on. Yeah, that's definitely not supposed to be like that. Yeah, it's definitely because you see like the reflection is even broken. It's got that window kind of slanted off to the side. Yeah, that's definitely not supposed to be like that. Not quite sure what's going on there, but yeah, developers, if you see this, we have a broken texture, absolutely. So let's go ahead and grab this. Got a round carpet. Oh, I just noticed left corner, main goals. So these are kind of like I mentioned before. These are kind of like chapters in like Diablo, like the what do you call them? I lost the word for it. Um, Not conquerings. I don't remember the word for it, but the end game chapters that you can accomplish in Diablo 3. That's what it reminds me of heavily. Let's go ahead and unpack this. What is it? That's right. It's a rug. Let's go ahead and kind of do this with it. I'm gonna set this over here. Oh, and to realign it there, I just held Shift while I was rotating it. Let's see, what's this? This is the large carpet. So I'm going to put the large carpet, that's the wrong button. I'm going to put the large carpet over here a little bit. Kind of help cover up this strange bit of flooring we've got going on. And I do see that we've got a little bit of an issue here. Um, I'm kind of thinking I might put this in the corner, like against that wall instead. Let's do this. There we go. Put this against this wall, maybe a little bit over this way. There we go. And then I'll put the bed and the nightstands on top of it. Make it look at least a little bit nice. I don't want it to be completely broken. Go. And like this. There we go. You know, when you come in and you got paint all over your feet, you want to have a rug to scrub them off on. That's how that works, right? So this one's a makeup table. I'm going to put this one against this wall right here. Let's see. Do this. Oh, and I believe it was F. Yeah, F was snap. I was thinking there was a way to align it to a grid, maybe a little, maybe make this a little bit faster. but that's okay. Let's see, guitar. Okay, so the guitar, when I did it the first time, I kind of had it leaned against one of the nightstands there. So I'm just gonna kind of put it up like right here. There we go. Because the flooring is so broken, the it looks a little bit too purple in here, a little bit too violet. Yeah, we got that. So let's go ahead and grab these. We'll just go sell these to the pawn shop on our way back through. And if you notice, just like in House Flipper, you don't have to fully complete the job to get the completion, but you don't get the full completion bonus from just doing part of it, just like House Flipper. So again, just like House Flipper, I'm going to say it one more time. I'm sorry. Uh, I am going to fully complete any mission I come to because I am a completionist, at least insofar as being a professional. In the real world, I'm absolutely fully professional with everything I do for someone. So I feel that I should do the same thing if I'm going to play a video game about, blue or white collar work. I'm going to act like it. Like I really am. Let's go ahead. We're going to sell all of these. See, when you sell back like the paint bucket, you don't really get a lot of money back out of it. And of course, it's based on how many units are left in that bucket. And the same thing with the flooring packs. So yeah, we're not getting very much money. We're only getting what, $26? Oh, that's how much money I have now. Uh, let's see, 27, 20. I'm sorry, my brain is not working. 35, $35. There we go. So yeah, it's worth it to at least get like some gas money. I'll say that much. Uh, but I'm not gonna say it's like the greatest thing in the world, and you need to go pick up and make sure you sell back everything. I'm sure it'll add up after a. That's right. I gotta go to the. I gotta go back to the furniture store. I forgot about it. There we go, and we're gonna drive back to the furniture store. And of course, when it comes to like these open world games and open world utility, something I'm very accustomed to, mostly because of my experience with Farming Simulator. By the way, some interesting news came out of Farming Simulator. If anyone is interested, and it is something that's going to pop up on my channel uh, when it comes time to do so, uh, there's a possibility. I heard about a leak referring to Farming Simulator 25 on, I think it was either Epic. I think it was the Epic database. Somebody was talking about it on the Farming Simulator subreddit. Um, Found a reference to a list of uncategorized games or unreleased games that need to be categorized that included Farming Simulator 25 on it. I kind of passed it off as a hoax at first when I first saw it. It was about a week ago or so. But then I saw more people posting about it. So I looked into it myself, and it seems that the same group that found the unreleased information also checked the Steam database and found it there as well. At least that's what I read. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. But I will say that in the past, right here about the end of June, um, usually on a Tuesday, if I remember correctly, and I'm sorry, I don't know if the date is right, but or has been in the past, but the 25th is coming up. That's Tuesday, the 25th of June. It's coming up now as of the recording of this. It probably won't be coming up when you see this video, so I do apologize. It might be old information by the time you see this. Um, but it is possible that there could be an announcement coming up very soon, and that is something I'm absolutely interested in doing for this channel. So let's see. We're going to, this is our wardrobe. So we're going to put this one over here just to make sure we've got it kind of like in a little space of its own. This is where I would have put the closet if I were building this myself. I'll just build this out as a wall, put a door in it, call it a closet, that kind of thing. I just noticed I am sprinting. Don't really need to sprint. It's a little bit disorienting if I go too fast. Let's see. Unpack. This is the ottoman. It actually will tell me at the bottom right what it is that I'm holding, but when I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time, it makes it kind of hard to... Ugh. Here's the poster. So let's see if it actually is as small as it was when I did this the first time. It absolutely is. Come on, devs. At least let me, like, can we size it up? Is that close, unpack mode? No, that's not it. No, that's not. I really wish there was a way to make a bigger poster, because that's really gonna bother me that they're so small. I hope it's just this one. Like, I really, really do. Or they add more posters in the. I'm still sprinting. Why am I still sprinting? Um, I hope they add more posters in the future. Nightstand, cool. We'll go ahead and put this on this side. Oh, there it goes. And we'll. Oh, I'm still sprinting. Oh, it's because I'm holding shift to. Okay, so that's a little bit of a bug then. So what's going on is I have to hold shift to snap to 90-degree angles, the orthodox angles. And because I'm holding shift, I have the shift toggle for sprint, so I wouldn't have to hold it all the time. I have to remember to make sure that I turn off that toggle before. Ooh, hello. Before I try to kind of move around, because it seems like it's throwing off that toggle every time I use shift to lock something to orthodox angles. So that's got us 100% complete. And we're going to go ahead and close these doors. And that's going to be it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to complete. 90%. Why am I 90%? Okay. Bought furniture. Yeah, everything's... What? Huh. Yeah, everything's there. Oh, because it's not reading that floor as being correct. All right, so you know what? We're actually going to go ahead and we're going to try to fix that. I don't know what this is going to entail, how this is going to work, because that's clearly like a broken texture that's gotten in there. And we're going to try to get in here. We're going to try to fix it. It's possible I may have misclicked in the previous episode. I'll have to go back and rewatch it, see if I did something wrong there. But yeah, we're going to try to fix it here. We're going to try. We're going to see what happens. Like, I really hope this was just a case of me misclicking and it's not just like a broken texture that I'm never going to be able to fix. Because, yeah, there's no purple here, so I don't know what happened. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the same one we had previously. I can't remember if it was this one or this one. That was fine. I'm just going to go ahead and buy this one. Art. Buy. And we're going to have a look at it again. Okay, this one looks okay. I think there's something bugged out with that previous one. That's a little bit weird. But yeah, absolutely. We're going to go ahead and get that fixed. I hope I can. Ooh, boy. I keep forgetting I'm driving a three-wheeler. I'm definitely going to have to get a four-wheeler. Not an ATV, an actual four-wheeled vehicle to do this, because my driving style, especially with the fact that I'm using keyboard and mouse, I could get out the controller, but for something like this, where I'm constantly switching back and forth, I prefer to do on foot with keyboard and mouse, and I do prefer to do driving with controller if I'm ever able to. Honestly, Grand Theft Auto is the worst for me because I absolutely do prefer to. I may have to get up the rugs. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll get this right. Don't worry about it. We will get this right. I'm not going to leave this with 90%. No. Oh, that's right. I've got to break up the flooring again. Let's see. I don't know what's going to let me. Okay. So it definitely seems like it's placing it down at like as tiles. I don't know what happened here. It definitely seems like it placed down as tiles. I really hope this is just a case where I just like misclicked something. Yeah, just tell me in the comments if I did actually misclick something and I'm just being harsh or unfair to the game, thinking this is like a broken texture. But yeah, I really hope it's just me misclicking something and not the game going bonkers, because it did seem like it worked this time correctly. So here we go. We're going to do this again. Oh, no. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So it seems I do have to move these in order for this to work correctly. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It's what you would have to do in the real world. So I can't really fault it too awful much. Okay. Definitely seems like the click and drag is not very happy to work. It also does seem like placing the flooring under objects is a little bit silly. I'm not even gonna say janky because it's not the right term. No, it really is just silly. And of course, you know, the maximum drag seems to not want to work very well either. Yeah, see right there, I did click and drag, but it's like because I'm passing over the object, it doesn't want to click and drag. Go. Dang it. There we go. So it seems like as long as you don't pass over another object while you're clicking and dragging, it seems to work okay. So here, probably the best thing to do is going to be to do something like this. I don't know if it's going to work correctly or not. I think I'm going to have to move the bed. I didn't want to have to, but I guess I'm going to have to. And you can see like little seams in what I'm doing because it does seem like you are meant to be very careful with where you put things. I have to move that. Move this as well. There we go. This one, because it's just one little box, I'm not going to worry about getting it sold. I'm just going to leave it here. There we go, and take. Use this. I don't know where the bed is going to be. Whoops. Let's do that. Grab this up. There we go. First, we'll put this back. And we will now put this back. That works. Works for me. Go. Now it should be 100%. So let's have another look at it. Perfect. Yes. Okay, so it was just that broken flooring. And again, I don't know if it was actually broken, but that's what I'm going to refer to it as. So finish. Here we go. There we go. And I've leveled up. Let's go ahead and spend those points before I forget about them. Let's see. So we have 2 points this time. Okay. Or is it because I leveled up twice? Is that what happened here? I actually don't know how to check. Let's see. Profile. 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 Oh, I did level up twice. That is exactly what happened. Let's see. Lots of achievements. Lots of achievements. What's this? Change your name. Change color. I want to be blue. There we go. Interesting that it's putting a picture in there. I'm not quite sure what that picture is. I'm squinting as hard as I can, but I can't tell what it is. Enhance. Enhance. It's not working. So, being that I've got 2 skills, or 2 points, I could buy this one and upgrade it to 3. but I'm actually going to do power and handicraft because but all three of these do seem very handy to have. Handcraft especially is very handy. Anyway, let's look in here. Let's see. So previously I had put the point into paint. The next one I could think of that was probably going to be a big deal to make sure that I have is probably plaster, because that's another one that takes a long time to actually do. Let's see. Garbage capacity. Oh, that's not bad. I'm gonna grab that. That's gonna be really handy. Special skills. And this is actually where I'm talking about, like, taking these two early is going to be a big deal. So that's what we're going to say is going to be the best part of our best use of our skills right now. Especially this one. I feel like if we can get this one up really high early and not have to worry about it later, it's going to make a much larger difference for our bottom line. So let's go ahead and take those. Looks like it's getting a little bit later. Go ahead and check the mail. Don't need this one anymore. It's the one we just completed. So here we go. Decorate Jamie. This is the one. I played part of this one. I didn't finish this one. But this is the one where it's actually going to teach us how to do the actual handiworks. Removing doors, windows, and doing like assemblies, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and accept. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm actually going to head back to the caravan. And we're going to have ourselves a quick little snooze here, because it is getting kind of late. I feel like the day-night cycle in this game would actually be enhanced if the time actually meant something. If stores closed and things like that. Actually, I don't know if that matters. I really don't. I was in a store after dark in my attempted playthrough. But we may have to go test that. We may have to test that at some point to see if it actually does matter what time you're in a store in. Go open this, kind of duck on in here. I'm going to tell you something right now. These camper, I've heard them referred to as a lot of things. Camper wagons, campers, camper trailers, caravans is actually one I hadn't heard before. But I understand where it comes from. It's probably more of like an EU thing than an American thing. But in the U.S., a lot of times these are just called campers or camper wagons, camper vans, etc., etc. I've been in these, and I don't know what it is, but because they're using like the low quality like fabrics and the lightweight plastics and woods and finishes and varnishes and things like that. These things, especially when they get as old as this one looks, they get this crazy smell to them. And it's unique to this particular type of dwelling. I don't know what it is. Also, I noticed that there's like no bathroom or shower in this thing. And I noticed there's like no outhouse or anything like that out here. Makes me wonder what's going on there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to sleep. I'm not going to think about it. Not going to think about it. By the way, if you ever have trouble sleeping, please remember that there's at least one nuclear bomb that the U.S. has lost and has no idea where it is in the world. So there's that one. Also, there's like an untold number of of nuclear weapons that the USSR lost. In fact, there's a famous story about that. A group of hikers found a nuclear core, and because it produced heat, they didn't care. Like they're in the middle of winter and like on the side of a mountain, they were using it to heat themselves. And all of the campers that found it unfortunately passed away from radiation poisoning. But that kind of goes to show what happens when you lose something of that caliber. It's not something that you can just let hope fades away into nothing. No, there's programs out there. I promise you, even if the U.S. writes it off, they care about where those things are, because if somebody weaponizes one, it's a big deal. But more than that, if someone who didn't understand what they were looking at found it, they could cause some serious harm just by ignorance. So yeah, there's something to sleep on tonight. Anyway, let's have a look here. So this one, is where it's going to teach us, like I said, to kind of use our hand tools. This, I say hand tools, but it actually is the drill. I'm not kidding. So level one drill is literally just your hand. So if you see, I'm going to select drill. It says drill. It's a screwdriver in your hand. Listen, don't worry about it. Don't pay too much mind to it. I'm guessing it's probably something that when you upgrade it, it gets faster and faster and then just turns into a drill, like just a cordless drill. Makes sense, honestly. And of course, the crouch is like the most anemic crouch you've ever seen in your life. Here we go. Then we'll go to our hand and we're going to pack it. There it is. That's all there is to it. And we're going to load that up in our truck. And I'm actually going to check. We're actually out of time for this episode. I do apologize. I got lost in it. But yeah, next episode, we're going to be taking apart a whole bunch of windows on this house. I'm actually just going to go ahead and show you that there is quite a bit here to do. So all these windows that you see, all these windows have to be taken out. So we'll have quite a bit to do in the next episode. But we'll see you on the other side, my dudes. Have a good one. Cheers.